decrease. You have to decrease either MRS or Px upon Py. But always remember, consumer can't change. Consumer can't change market price. Consumer can't change market price because seller can change market price. Seller can change market price. We can say that consumer can change MRS by using his consumption process. By using his consumption process. See, MRS. Now we have to decrease this MRS to achieve consumer equilibrium. See, again I am repeating, we have to decrease MRS, and decrease MRS means, see, this is not a consumer equilibrium situation, because consumer will buy more units of good X, because see, consumer will prefer XX is good, and means consumer will consume more units of XX is good and less units of YX is goods. And YX is good. See here, MRS is decreasing here. Because we are decreasing MRS. To achieve consumer equilibrium. And we know that what is the meaning of decreasing MRS? See, this is not a consumer equilibrium situation, because consumer will buy more units of good X and less units of good Y. Or we can say consumer will move downward along the indifference curve. Already we have discussed this. And consumer will pay more for good X than price prevails in the market. This leads to fall in MRS. And this process will continue till MRS XY is equal to Px upon Py. If you have remember the all 3 points, then you can solve this condition. Means you can explain, you can easily explain this condition. Means to achieve, you can say, to achieve consumer equilibrium, we have to decline MRS. And you know that what is the meaning of decreasing MRS? Consumer will prefer more units of XX is good and less units of YX is good, and consumer will move downward along the indifference curve, and consumer will pay more for XX is good. But according to this means we are taking good X on the we are taking good X on the X axis and good Y on the Y axis. See, I hope this condition is clear. See, next, MRS less than Px upon Py. MRS less than Px upon Py means consumer can't change price, you can say market price, but consumer can change MRS by using his consumption process. See, now what is the meaning of increasing MRS? What is the meaning of increasing MRS? You know that this is not a consumer equilibrium situation, because consumer will buy more units of good Y, because good Y on the Y axis, and less units of good X, or we can say consumer will move upward along the indifference curve, and consumer will pay more for good Y than price prevails in the market. This leads to rise in MRS, and this process will continue till MRS XY is equal to Px upon Py. I hope all of you have understood case 1 and case 2. Suppose if you want to decrease MRS, then what does it mean? It means consumer will move downward along the IC. What does it mean? It means consumer will purchase more units of X axis good and less units of Y axis good, and consumer will ready to pay high price for X axis good, and you can say then price prevails in the market for X axis good. But see, I hope all of you have understood MRS. In this condition you will decrease MRS, and you in this condition you will increase MRS. So I hope all of you have understood. See, MRS second condition, this is the means these are two exceptions case, these are two exception cases of first condition, MRS is equal to Px upon Py. But see, next condition, second condition, MRS continuously falls, MRS continuously falls. See this diagram, see this diagram, see this is the budget line, this is the budget line AB, this is the budget line AB. Now this is the this is the first indifference curve, this is the second indifference curve, and this is the third indifference curve. See, budget line is tangent to, budget line is tangent to IC2, budget line is tangent to IC2. See, in this diagram consumer is determining at point E, consumer equilibrium is determining at point E, because budget line is tangent to IC2, budget line is tangent to IC2, or you can say that at point E, at point E, slope of budget line is equal to slope of indifference curve. At point E, slope of budget line is equal to slope of indifference curve. That's why we are saying that consumer equilibrium is determining at point E. At point E, consumer is consuming OR units of good X and OS units of good Y. I hope all of you have understood. Means, see, all of you have understood this process, means, or you can say this condition, consumer equilibrium. See, because why are we saying consumer equilibrium is determining at point E? Because at point E, slope of indifference curve is equal to slope of budget line. I hope all of you have understood. But see, now I am going to explain this diagram. This is diagram. See, the above diagram shows that IC1, IC2 and IC3 are the three indifference curve. The above diagram shows that IC1, IC2, IC3 are the three indifference curve, and AB is the budget line. AB is the budget line. The budget line means AB. The budget line is tangent, or you can budget line tangent to IC2, budget line tangent to IC2 at point E. The budget line is tangent to IC2 at point E. This is the point of consumer equilibrium. This is the point of consumer equilibrium where consumer purchases OR units of good X, OS units of good Y. I hope all of you have understood. See, any other combination, you can say, you may ask from me, sir, at point F and at point G. At point F means slope of budget line is equal to slope of indifference curve, and at point G also slope of indifference curve is equal to slope of budget line. So Y means consumer Y at point F. Why at point F consumer equilibrium is not determining? Because see, any other points F and G, on the budget line to the left or right of point A. See, this is this point is left to point E, and point G right to point E. See, F point left of point E and point G right of point E lie on lower indifference curve. See, point F and point G lie on lower indifference curve, and you know that You all of you are aware from the property of IC, higher the indifference curve, higher the level of satisfaction. See, IC2 is higher, or you can say IC2 is higher as compared to IC1. So IC2 will give higher level of satisfaction. That's why we are taking consumer equilibrium at point E, because point E, or you can say combination E, lies on higher indifference curve as compared to IC1. So point E will give higher level of satisfaction as compared to F point and G point. I hope all of you have understood. See, any other points, point F, point G, on the budget line to the left, to the right of point E on lower indifference curve, and thus indicate a lower level of satisfaction, So we can say that consumer equilibrium will create at point E, where both the conditions of consumer equilibrium are satisfied. Both the conditions means slope of indifference curve is equal to slope of budget line, and MRS continuously falls. And see, and point E lies on higher indifference curve. I hope all of you have understood consumer equilibrium with the help of indifference curve analysis. And after this chapter, see, or you can say in my next video, we will start chapter number 3rd. Chapter number 3rd means demand. I hope all of you have understood chapter number 2nd in a better way. And have a good day, and thank you very much.